everyone, thanks for coming back to the BNS channel. My name is EdieAnne. We have got some more news happening in Atlanta. It has not stopped, like, at all. So I'm loving my new sweater, but it's getting on my nerves because it keeps riding up. It's like underwear. My hair looks atrocious. I'm going to get it done right now, so that's why I didn't even bother to do it. And you know me, I'll come on you guys' TV. It's not TV, Edie. On your computers, on your phones, looking like I do. I don't care. I do care. I really do care. All right, so here's what's happening. I'm still in shock, I think. I don't know if it's shock or there's still an underlying part of me that is not realized, accepted, believed. I don't know what it is, but there's still a little bit of an undertone of non-belief that I'm a superstar director, first of all. Because there are many times that I will be doing something and be like, oh, wait a minute. No, that's different because I'm a superstar director now. Oh yeah, remember, you're a superstar director now. So I go through that a lot. And I think a lot of it is because I spent so many years, 5 years, preparing for this moment. You know what I mean? So it's been somewhat of a long journey, but not a long journey, because honestly, if you think about it, in 5 years, what corporation could you be working in that you would hit the top of the company or general manager, basically? Because a general manager is the head honcho, but they don't own the business. And with me, I'm kind of the head honcho, but I don't own the business, except yet I do own my own business. So it's a little confusing, but do you know what I mean? I don't know that we could ever get to the top of a corporation in 5 years. I think it takes longer than that. At least it did for me, because I know that I worked for a few corporations for a length of 5 years or more, and I didn't become top head honcho at those. So, and I guess it's just really strange to have conversations with people and they be like, so I heard you had and these are like people in my town, right? So these aren't even customers. Well, they are customers, but they're not people that are in the Scentsy community to understand what it really is. And they'll come up to me and be like, I heard that you got a really big promotion. I'm not really sure I understand what the promotion is, but what happened? And so, like, this weekend I had an event that we did, like a craft vendor fair, and that's a lot of the questions that I got this weekend from local people, and in my neighboring town, by the way. And so I would explain to them, I'm like, well, I kind of promoted to the top level of our compensation plan. You know, it's the highest achievement that we can get in title. Now, I say that, but yet I still am focused on the fact that I want to get Circle of Excellence, which to me is kind of a big deal. So it's a matter of accepting, believing, understanding, using the title. I don't know. Last night I did something kind of funny, and you may not understand this if they're not part of Scentsy, but maybe you will. So Marissa and I had signed, you know how on your phone you can do auto text? So like if you start to type in something, it will auto fill it with the rest of it. Kind of like shortcuts. Well, I went in and I did some in my new phone because I'm on my iPhone 7 now. And I had put in our signature. So I have Sig and then EdieAnne and Marissa, independent superstar directors. Well, I shortened it and I went ISSSD, like comma ISSD, like you would have if you were a doctor. I thought it was pretty cool. And then in parentheses, of course, I put independent Scentsy superstar director, because who the heck is going to know what ISSSD is, right? So anyway, I am also thrilled because what is happening in my organization now, in my team, in my group I call an organization because it's our organization, right? Not as in the big organization of Scentsy, because Scentsy is a company and whatever. I don't know. Anyway, when I say organization, I mean my group. We've had a lot of promotions, and we're still having a lot of promotions. So it's pretty exciting because I just don't understand what all is going on. There's just a lot of stuff happening. In order for me to promote to superstar director, I needed to have 4 frontline directors, right? So those are people that I've personally sponsored that hit the title of director. And so obviously that happened. And right now my 4 directors are Shawnee Bradshaw, which you guys, I'm sure you know, Kimberly Polito, you probably know her too, John Sparks, probably know him too, and Susan Sose, who is my Canadian director. So those are my 4 directors right now. Well, I have at least 2 more coming up that are probably going to hit it this month. They've been working really hard for it. So that means that I'm going to have 6 frontline directors, which is insane. But it also means that I am that much closer to Circle of Excellence, because for Circle of Excellence, you need 6 superstar directors under you, first generation directors. So, on top of that, our beautiful Shawnee and Kevin have promoted to star director, which is super exciting. They have worked so hard. And you know, it's funny, I want to share this story, because she would share it with you if you asked, or if whatever, but she would share it. I know she's not going to mind me sharing it. When Shawnee joined back in April of 2011, she busted her tail feathers like hard to make it to director, and she did it within 9 months, just like I did. And so I knew right there that I had somebody on my team that had desire and passion to make this company her own and to get to the top. And she stayed at director for 3-4 years, 5 years, I guess. And it was disheartening for her. I think she got very discouraged at one point, maybe a couple times. And during that time frame, that 5 years, they had actually started selling something else. And it was one of those shiny object syndromes where we want to use it for ourselves, and then we realize that we could potentially make some money from it, so we start to promote it. And she didn't do that for very long. It kind of got a little messy for her, and so she and Kevin decided, hey, look, this is not what we want to do. We don't want to cause a mess. We want to cause good stuff to happen to ourselves and others. So they put that aside. And then in the last year, maybe 6 months to a year, they've kind of not gone away. They've still been running their business. They've still been working their business, but it kind of went into what I call coasting. So they were just kind of, sometimes they might have been coasting downhill, but then they had to push really hard because there was a hill that they went up. And so they struggled for the last year. I know that they really didn't put into their business what they could have. And I think she gets angry with that, right? Or not angry, but they get frustrated because they saw how much time they technically wasted, where if they had really been pushing forward like they did when they first started, they would have been star directors by now, right? So in the last 2 months, I'd say 2 months, they have put it into overdrive. Like, if there's such thing as double overdrive, they have done that. So I am thrilled, beyond thrilled, that they got their mojo back, or whatever you want to call it, and they did it. they hit they hit star director. They're going to hit superstar director, but they hit star director, which means for them, they had 2 directors under them that were promoted to director, right? So for star director, we need 2. Superstar director, you need 4. So they're halfway to superstar director. And it's just been an amazing ride to watch. And I always say this because I just think it's such a good visual. I get a front row seat to watch this happen with them. And to me, that's pretty exciting. So congratulations to Shawnee and Kevin Bradshaw. Congratulations to Jody Rambo, Kimberly Polito, Susan Sose, John Sparks, Lori Langer, who is Shawnee's second director that promoted this month. It was actually kind of funny because Shawnee didn't even realize that she was going to promote. That was even better. I think that was even better. So we got some rock stars. We are moving and shaking things up. I'm just thrilled. We've got 2 more directors that will possibly promote this month. Chrissy Saby and Sarah Mulder. Sarah Mulder is in Australia, by the way. So that's just excellent because it's such a young area for Region 3. Region 3 is Australia and New Zealand. It is such a young area to have these directors promote is amazing, because that means that they're the ones that are going to set the bar. They're the ones that are going to be the founders, kind of, for that region. So that's pretty awesome. And so I'm excited to see how the month finishes off. But otherwise, I'm going to get my hair did, and I'm picking up a surprise. So excited. It's all kinds of good things happening. So you can expect another video from me today, because I am gonna have to show you the surprise. I'm gonna have to. So I'll see y'all later. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to hit like or thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you know when I do new videos. Okay? All right. Have an amazing day. Go make it an amazing day for somebody else. Bye.